Okay, I think we're live. How's it going, chat? Oh, need to log in here. Let's see. All right, there we go. Yo, Desmond, Rusty, Madara, Strawberry. How's it going? Rabbit Lion. How's it going? Who we drawing? Probably just a mannequin, because I think drawing like actual characters would take a bit too much time. So for like practice purposes, probably just a mannequin. Yo, Floating Fairy, how's it going? And Azrael, how are you doing? You haven't been here in ages. I actually haven't streamed in I think since the 17th. I think that's when the last stream was. Oh, Floating Fairy, when are we doing Lethal Company, by the way? Were we going to do it this week on Saturday? In my How to Draw Pose video, can you use the same method for gesture drawing? Yeah, I think so. If you mean the like the way that I do the pose drawings in that, then yeah, you can do your gesture drawings like that. But the thing is, it's just an exercise, so you should do it in a way that like makes the most sense for you. So I did a little practice animation off stream, and here's what we got. I think it's showing up on stream. Yeah, okay. So basically, just try to do a spin. This was done without a reference. Just did it off of imagination. And I think I'm gonna try to do today's movement off of that, imagination as well, and then next time we might do something off of reference. But yeah, the like this movement, I based it off of this square. So I animated the square first. Hold on, let me let me do this. So I animated the square first. I made it spin, and then I figured, you know, the spin looks fine, so then I'm going to draw a character timed based on that spin, but then the result is that it's a little too fast. So I think it's not a one-to-one. Like, you can test stuff out using two-dimensional shapes, but there's still a bit more that comes into play there. I think if I wanted to make this more natural, because right now the spin is from 13 to 9, 21. So it's not even half a second. If I wanted to make it more natural, I mean, I'd have to time like how long a spin would actually take, but it's probably more like 3/4 of a second. So I'd have to make it 18 frames, I think. And considering I'm animating on 2s, that would be 9 drawings. But yeah, that would probably work better. And then there's also the like easing in and easing out stuff that I'm not entirely sure about when it would happen during the movement. But I guess that's what we'll just figure out by doing. And then I also did like the wavy hair animation. And I think there's another thing that I kind of want to test out with waving, but I'm not going to do that during this stream. You got 2 tests tomorrow and the English reading on Monday again, so it should be free. All right. Were we not playing Peak? What is Peak? Because I saw Camarada post it in or tell me about it, but I don't know what it is. The already map a level. It just needs more frames on the spinning part. Yeah, it needs more frames there, and then the issue becomes where to actually place the drawings. Because I can place them more at the start, or I can place them more in the middle, or I can place them more towards the end. But then that's also something to figure out. So yeah, anyway, we're going to do like a character animation here. I don't know what we're going to be doing, but let's just Test some stuff out. You're busy with understanding the Lethal Company lore. Geominka had the idea to make a Terraria Calamity size mod, but for Lethal. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So what are we going to do? Give me some ideas, chat. Okay. Should I do a backflip? Send the Steam page to me? Let's see. Oh yeah, I see it. Peak is a co-op climbing game. What the fuck? Okay, I'll check it out after the stream. Draw foreshortened punch. I could. That could actually be pretty interesting. A roll is actually a better idea, now that I think about it. I think maybe I'll do the punch next time, because that is, I'm also kind of interested about that, because with a punch, I could practice changing the timing, so like starting it off fast and then slowing it down. So that could also be pretty interesting. Yo, the pitch is ours. How's it going? Thought I would be playing Persona 5 the Phantom X. I started playing it this morning. I did think about playing it on stream, and I might do that eventually, but I played the like start on my own, so I figured if I'm gonna be streaming it, then it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense if I just start in the middle of it. So I think I'll just I'll play it on stream when there's like a character that I want to pull for. And speaking of Persona 5, let's draw Morgana, because I think, or well, Morgana in his Mona form, because I think that would probably be a pretty simple one to draw. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Okay. So we have the mountains change every 24 hours, which makes it so you can't remember everything. Only the order of types of mountain stays the same. Oh wait, so is it a roguelike or something? How do I like it? I think the game's great. I haven't played too much of it. I've only played around about an hour, but I think it's really cool. Like, the production value in that game is insane. It has more like animated cutscenes than actual Persona 5 does. Yo, George, how's it going? Didn't know I stream? Yeah, I stream occasionally. I've been, well, I haven't streamed much in like the past week, but we back now. Also, I think later on, maybe I could do an Elden Ring Night Rain run, Because I've also been doing, or I've been playing that game quite a bit. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do the, like, scarf, because that would be kind of annoying to animate. If we do lethal, do I want to do it modded? Might have gone a little rogue with the mods. 134 of them now. Yeah, sure. Let's do modded. Okay. So I guess that's what we're doing character-wise. I might have to simplify it even more just to make it easier, but we'll see. If I heard the new Paimon VA, she sounds less screechy now. I haven't heard it, but that's no, that's an interesting upgrade. Wait, he does have a tail, doesn't he? Well, actually, a tail would be kind of annoying to animate, so let's not do that. Okay. It's 30 gigabytes on mobile and same graphics and stuff. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's also around 30 on Steam. But like the fact that it looks the exact same, but there's just more stuff. There's just so much stuff to do in that game. That's crazy, man. Probably gonna play more of it after the stream. Feel like you see my art tips every day on your shorts feed. Always fun to see. Oh, that's good there. I do upload almost every day. So, yo, Shame, how's it going? Yeah, okay, so let's go with this. Should probably put this on. Okay, we're going to do a roll, right? So we'll do... see, so you'd have to squat down first and then jump, roll over your head. Yeah, okay, that would be fine. Okay, so we'll do... Saw Art Ran on Discord get a little political earlier. It was certainly interesting. Oh, really? I haven't checked that out in a while. I'll take a look at it after the stream. So we'll start by just drawing the body, I guess. What did I do to Aaron? I made him better. See, people always ask me to draw more guys, so then when I do something like this, everybody freaks out. It's like, it's just a pose, man. Come on. Because, like, if I drew a female character, I would have drawn them in the exact same pose. Okay. So, well, I guess I have to draw the arms too. Right, Floating Fairy. Thanks for stopping by. What am I animating? character from Persona 5. I'm trying to kind of base this on Mona from Persona 5, but I think trying to stay on model with that is going to take too much time, so I'll just keep it like that, and then we'll see. Okay, so... Yo, Toxic Meraki, how's it going? Maybe I should do a stick figure first. Now that I think about it, that would probably be better. Okay. Okay, so we'll do that, and then... No, I made it less small. Okay. Have the squat take half a second. Probably going to do this on 3s. Someone got kicked off of off a Roblox game for drawing that Austrian painter, and someone was like, they're sensitive and weak. So people began arguing with them. Oh my god. Wait. Let's see, so we can do that. And then probably do that, so 4, 7, 10. That was my favorite guy in Gal on P5. Probably Joker and Makoto. Yo, Vagos, how's it going? So that's how long that takes. Then I think for the roll... How long would that? Probably half a second as well. I think this is also like one of the harder parts of animating. Just thinking how long stuff would take. Let's see, so boom. Yeah, so that would end up around there. So I can do... Whoop. I think the body would have to be kind of curved like that. Yo, Seahorse, how's it going? Thanks for making your bodies look better. You still suck, but practicing and getting a little better. That's good to hear. Oh, well, I actually made it way smaller. And then probably do this on 2s. Third of a second maybe. Graduated yesterday from high school, won an award for achievement in art. Oh shit. Congrats. Yo, Brian V is now 1v1 in drawing. That's an interesting proposition. It's gonna be tough to animate the roll with this character. It's gonna roll on his head, not his body. I didn't think about that. But yeah, you're right. Do I know Naoki Saito? Makes videos on YouTube too. I mean, if you mean personally, I don't, but I do know about his existence. I did also see that I think he drew some Pokemon cards for like the more like the most recent set in Japanese Black Bolt and White Flare. Okay. So now yeah, this is the roll. So this is from 13 to 25. And I'm actually not sure how to do that movement. So 16, 19, 22. I think that could work. And then we can do that. Okay. So now let's actually try to animate it. Song is this Crush 40? Yeah, it's Ungravitify from Sonic Riders. What if I drew the Mona Lisa for a video? I would definitely draw the Mona Lisa from Fate if I did that. So what was the next one? 4. Okay. Yeah, I actually need to study the squat movement as well, because I'm not sure what happens to the head when somebody squats. I would imagine it goes straight down. Because I know the hips would go back. Well, actually no, if the feet are staying in the same place, the head should go forward. Should also be there. Why not a full replica of the Da Vinci Mona Lisa? I should buy an Etch-a-Sketch and just do it on that for a video. Okay, so that goes up there. I also came across an animation from Pokemon, which was for the... Hold on. Which was for the trading card, like, championships that they had, I think, back in 2023, and there was a... It was animated by Comics Wave. But, like, the animation in that looked insane. And I think using that for, like, a study at some point would actually be pretty cool. I think painting straight up is much harder than drawing. What's my take on it? I think they're both equally as hard. But it depends on what you enjoy doing more, and that's the thing that you can put more time into, so then that thing will, of course, feel easier. But yeah, like, overall, I think they have the same difficulty. Yo, Paint Games, how's it going? Animating is hard, you tried and failed. So cool. Yeah. It's definitely really hard, but when you can do it well, it looks amazing. Okay, so next I was doing... Alright. So 19. Because this is gonna be a pretty quick roll. So I think I'll have to bend the body that way. Knees probably, or legs probably tucked, I would imagine. Wait, what do you do with your arms? Hold on. Wait, so you jump? I guess maybe your arms would go in as well. And I think this would have to be moved a bit more, because if it's like this... Or I'd have to move like all of these. So let's do that one there. Painting's easier. Introduce you to dry brushing. Smudge paint on your brush and oh, that is interesting. You want to try animating if you get a tablet and stylus, but you're so scared of the learning curve of switching to stylus?
Check your posture.
Yeah, I completely forgot about those things. Posture check, chat. I don't think there's like that much of a learning curve to it. You're going to be worse at first, but yeah. Do a barrel roll to find out. I could. I don't really have the room to do it. Let's see. So this one would have to be directly in between them, which might not be the smartest thing. This is so stupid. Wait a second. Yo, it's covering so much, like, distance. Because if I'm looking at this, the head would touch there. Meaning this one would have to be moved. As well as all of the other ones. And I also need to have one where they're touching the ground, so I'd have to add one more frame. Wait. It has to start from their feet, so it would have to be like over here. The thumbnail on my Akechi short is so good. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Wait a second. When you do a barrel roll, you leap forward like you're about to judo tackle someone. It looking uglier at first would be so demotivating. It would, but you just have to kind of like deal with it. This needs to be bigger. Okay. So, boom, jump. If we follow the curve, it's going to be like right there. Which means I think this stuff still needs to be moved further a little bit. Remember the center of mass, the head can stay the same. You mean for the like squatting thing? Because I think in that case, center of mass would be right about there, and that would have to stay over there, meaning the head would have to move down. Let's see. What was I gonna do with this one? Wait, I think I said I was going to do in, I was going to work on toes. So 33, so 27 is next. Wouldn't it be better to draw out a line that represents the flow of energy? That would probably be better. But I mean, we don't need that. And then I probably need one more frame. Or well, actually, I think that might be fine. Yeah, that is really fast, Jesus Christ. Yo, it's longer than a second and it still looks so fast. That's crazy. Would I have to make this 2 seconds long? There's no way. It's gonna take forever. Okay, let me test it. See how long it should take. That also needs to be longer. Okay. So with that, the slide at the end should be better. When he rolls his head, can come back a bit because he's rotating from the center. Oh, I see. Oh, you got second place in the science test? Oh, nice. Okay, so I'd probably have to add one more here, then one more right afterwards. So like right there. And then maybe another one afterwards. So confused on how his head bends back like that after he jumps. Well, we'll figure it out right now. Let's see. Because if there's like one piece of advice I've heard, it's that you can make anything make sense with in-betweens. I need to mathematically calculate out the line representing the energy flow. Get out the calculator and my formula sheet. No, please. It's okay. So I need one more here. Wait, no, I don't need one more there. I need one more afterwards. Yeah, right here. So I think the feet would have to be touching there. Then I think hips would be right there. Okay, so now let's see. So right here, I would have to move all of these a bit further. Wait, which one is that? Layer 17. Because I'll move these a bit further. Alright, let's see now. Um... Okay, you know what? I think that could work. Let's attempt it for real. I think this is probably going to take a while. Okay, I swear there's always that one girl in class going Super Saiyan and studying how you're supposed to beat that. Yeah, I vaguely remember having to deal with that as well. As you don't deal with it, just leave it be. Software, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. Okay, yeah. So let's do that. Yeah, I guess I'll have to keep that below. HSR update and lore drops are basically killing gods in pure trauma. They killed the whole cast. They killed the whole cast. Wait, what? Yo, Struck Anims, how's it going? It's been 40 minutes spent on this one stick figure. Gotta make sure it's correct. And what are we animating? Just trying to do a roll. But by adding those like extra drawings, I feel like the issue is now in the timing. Because it wasn't originally timed with those in mind. But I guess we'll just deal with it. See what happens. Yo, Hippo, how's it going? Yeah, let's start off here. Wait, let's do this leg first. I think this is actually the first time I've tried animating a character on stream. So this is how it starts. Okay, so then the next one that I did was, yeah, this one. Okay, so 13. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how to do it with legs like that, but I guess we'll just do something. They killed the whole cast, but it's traumatic because they showed it on screen. Genshin could never. No, Genshin's never doing that. I'm actually surprised Genshin is still, like, ongoing with its story, because, I mean, when did Genshin Impact come out? Like, 2021? 2020? Yeah, that's... Wait. So that would have to be there, and then that would have to touch right there. Let me zoom in, because I don't think you guys can see it that well from there. Yo, Alibaba, how's it going? Motion blur? Yeah, we're not doing that. I think the thing that's off about the roll is not enough ease in and too much distance between the poses. So on the distance thing, because if I place them closer to each other, I guess I'd have to change like the entire pose to make it work then. Like for example on this one, he'd have to squat down more. Then on this one, they'd have to go straighter into the air and then come down like that instead of like that. And then it could work. Because right now they end up all the way over there. Compared to starting over there and then yeah. So they covered that much distance. Well, I guess we'll see. Line control in the tip of your finger is insane since you only draw with your fingers. Don't get all the exercises about the lines. Can I explain it quickly? I mean, what specifically do you want to know? Has like 3 to 4 more years worth of content and Tavad is only the first chapter? Wait, what? They're gonna do another chapter? No way. Warhammer has been going on for 30 years. Yeah, that's actually pretty crazy. I always hear about Warhammer, but I never like know what it is. Cause like, is it like a comic book series or an animated series or something, or a gaming series? I'm actually not sure. What am I up to? Trying to animate a dodge roll. Let's see. Okay, so that one is in place now. Then I guess we can do this one. Yeah, I'm seeing right now that there are a lot more key poses in this. And I think one thing I'm doing wrong is I'm trying to go through it too quickly with the poses I'm choosing for the keys. Because I only had like 4 key poses in this when realistically I think there should have been like 8. And I think that is also kind of making the movement a lot harder to animate. On the squatting pose, I could skew him towards the jump. It feels like he squats down and then gets forward movement from nowhere. In that case, I think I'd have to have another frame here where he's extending from the squat before coming up off the ground. Let's see. So that would be right around there. Let's see. That one bigger, probably. I think that one still needs to be bigger. Story about an adventure group collecting the 40k Warhammers to conquer the galaxy. Oh, that's completely different from what I expected. Got into CRK lately? What's CRK? Like the exercises I give in Discord, there's 4 to 6 exercises about line control. You don't get the one that kind of looks like it's been done with bleed pen. Which homework is it? Like week-wise. Wait, no. Oh man, I think it's also going to be like really hard having to keep track of where everything should be perspective-wise from frame to frame. That's going to take a lot of getting used to. The MW2 soundtrack on an animation stream feels out of pocket. Just make sure that people are paying attention. Okay. So I think pretty much have all of the like main poses that I need. Yo, the fact that people can do this and actually make characters like fight each other is insane. That's exactly what the kind of story that I expected. But I mean, if it works, it works. Wait a second. Wait. Wait, how did I time this? Oh, okay, so this one has to be here. Yo, rip their souls, how's it going? Is it a female? Not this time. Yo, that guy? Go write your research paper. One more. In perspective, you can usually like the movements usually look a bit better because you can kind of cheat it. So I'm curious if that's what's going to happen here. Wait a second. Oh, whoa, that's all the way down there? Didn't even realize. Oh, the daily line work drill? Yeah, that one, that's one that you have to do every single day. So that's basically, I had 6 like exercises that you could do for that. Or well, I guess technically you can do whatever exercise you want. But the one that I always do is I fill up a sheet with vertical lines, then a sheet with horizontal lines, then one with curved lines, or I guess wavy lines, and then some circles as well. But then basically with the vertical lines, you would do a second set where you just draw vertical lines in between the verticals, and then, you know, same thing with the wavy lines. But you would basically do that with your hand hovering above the tablet, and that makes you use your shoulder a lot more. And then that transfers over to when you're actually putting your hand down on the tablet, so it makes your control a lot better. Alright, let's take a small break. Because I want to open a pack of Pokemon cards. I haven't done that in a while. So let's do that now, and then we'll get back to the animation. It's an expansive sci-fi universe set 38,000 years in the future. Has books, shows, and games to promote the selling of overpriced plastic toys you need to build yourself. That's pretty smart, actually. Yeah, it's more Ghana. At least that was the idea initially, but I think it's gonna take too much time, so we'll just keep it to this thing. Okay. There we are. Alright, Chad, what do you think we're getting today? You think we're getting a pull today? Think we're getting the chase card? Okay, let's see. So, I'm not sure which pack this is, because we've been doing these for a while. But yeah, I guess let's find out. I'm trying to get Latios and Latios, by the way. Oh my god, no, the pack, it ripped incorrectly. I can't open it now, no! Yo, I hate these packs so much. Fuck. Yo, are you serious? Guys, I swear, these packs are really hard to open. You don't understand. Ah, damn, man. Okay, here we go. We got it. That was probably the hardest thing I've done this stream. Okay. So, first, we got Klefki. I'm pretty sure I already got this one a little while ago. But this one is drawn by Mingo, by the looks of it. Pretty interesting style. I actually like the colors they used for that background. I'm not sure what the reference is with that, or what the idea is behind it, but it looks pretty cool. Because moving your shoulder traditionally will do the same. Yeah, that's... I mean, it started with traditional. Yeah, that's how people used to practice or how they used to practice line work. So that'll work fine. Then we've got Execute. I think this is the first one that I pulled by Tetsu Kayama. The Pikachu 100%. I'm pretty sure there is no Pikachu in this set. That bottom egg, that's me right now. Scissors? We don't do those here. Next we got, I think it's called Clobbopus. I'm not sure. I think it's a Sword and Shield mon. Not entirely sure about that one, but I did pull this one previously as well. Shimara's Yukichi. Okay, that's more of a, I guess, Yonkoma manga style. Interesting. So then after this, I think normally if there's like a good pull in the set, I think it's the 4th card usually. Or well, a good pull in the pack, it's the 4th card usually. So it's this one. Do we have anything? Wait. Maybe it's the one after this then. So we got a Dark Ball, or the Dusk Ball, I guess it's called. And then... oh, shit. Braviary. A little while ago, I actually pulled the art rare version of this, or the illustration rare version of Braviary. So it's nice having the regular one, I guess. Anesaki Dynamic. This is a pretty cool illustration, actually. Can't zoom in that much. But that background is interesting. Okay, so that's it for today's polls. At least didn't get that many dupes. Surprisingly. Dusk Ball, pretty sure already had that, had this, but then I think both of these are new. So that's nice. Alright. That's it for the polls, and now we go back to the animation. There we go. I think if I don't pull anything out of this box, I might buy a Korean box. And then we'll just pull the whole box on one stream. Pretty sure that is what's going to happen. That's Futaba's Awakened Persona. Alright, Pain Games, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Okay. Let's get back to this. Yo, MX Blade. How's it going? What are we doing? Working on an animation. So where did I leave off? We already did that one, so I need to do this one now. Yeah, so this is the one where he's flying through the air, and then... Okay, so we'll do that. Because that one goes like that, so then this one would have to go like that as well, similarly. I feel like after opening that pack, I'm rejuvenated. So the next one... I think this is kind of an annoying thing about animation, though. Like, the fact that it takes so long to practice it. Because with a regular drawing, if you're doing a study, you can usually get it done within a couple minutes. And then you can immediately see how it turned out, and you can like analyze the mistakes. But with animation, you have to spend, you know, like an hour just to finish the one animation before you can like analyze it. So I think that's why it's just so much more difficult to practice. I watch football? No, I don't. I think if real football was like Blue Lock, I would definitely watch it. Can't believe they haven't like figured out to give the players mics on their body. I think it'd be so much more interesting if we could actually hear the players yelling at each other instead of the commentators. Wait, so what is this? Oh, okay. So... That one's actually pretty weird. It's kind of better than Blue Lock sometimes. Yeah, I can believe that. Alright, Struck Anims. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna go animate. Good luck with that. Hopefully it'll go better than what I'm doing. You're rolling at 3 a.m. in search for a snack. What am I animating? We're animating a dodge roll. Yeah, I think the distance covered from like the jump to that is a bit too much. Then, hold on, I need to turn on my fan. Alright, so then we got that. Then next we have the flying through the air and then dead. So it's that one. So I guess the next I would, yeah, I'd have to do that one. And with that, it's basically just following the arc. Okay. So that one would have to be over here. And then this one. Okay, so the next one is on the ground, so this one is still in between them. Oh wait, actually, this one's supposed to be there. And then, yeah, I guess I can put this one here. And I think for the next couple of ones, I could just copy and paste. That should be fine, right? We're not losing anything by doing that. Okay. I think that leg might actually be in the wrong spot. Should probably be like that. So I need 1, 2. Okay, 2. 7 and 6A. Then 6A. Alright, there we go. Never seen someone do a little thumbnail to track the motion. Yeah, I think it's I think that's like a good way to animate something if you're not sure about what the like movement should be like. Because if you're doing it in 2D, you can just focus on the movement without thinking about the perspective. Check my Discord sometimes. I think it's been a month. It takes so much time to reply to that stuff. I'll reply to it like sometime this week. Okay, so now let's see if it actually worked. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I think with the like end right here. I'd have to, with this character in particular, because the head is so much bigger than the body, I think when the impact happens, I have to move the head back to show that the head and body are like flat on the ground. Because right now it's it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but that's a bit too complicated for what I'm able to do now. Yo, fuck. How's it going? You just love animation. What am I going for? Try to animate a roll. Which, I mean, is not too bad. I think there are some timing issues, specifically at the end here. Well, actually, hold on a second. Maybe if I move all of these a little bit, it'll look better. The Excal's animation tips. Yeah, that's gonna be a while. Maybe less frames when falling would also improve it. Less frames for the slide could make it look better. Specifically, maybe one less frame. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. Well, I think that is a success for this animation stream then. I really love the Guilty Gear Strive art. The art looks so clean. Yeah, that art style looks amazing. I think I like talked about this in a previous stream. I'm not sure who the artist is that does those that does like the splash art for that game. Can't find a good reference for this week's homework. You could use Pose Maniacs. I think it would be better to use a real body, but if you can't find a good reference for it, then Pose Maniacs would be a good substitute. Alright, so I think we're going to end the stream there then. Could also make him bump up for 2 frames and 1 frame going down. You mean like at the end, when he hits the ground? Because yeah, I think the reason why that slide looks a bit boring is, well, for one, because I just copy and pasted the drawing and I didn't actually draw something new, but I think also because the movement just disappears as soon as the impact happens. I'm doing pretty good, Fike. Alright, so I think, like I said, that about does it for this animation stream. I think next stream is probably going to be on Saturday, and then we'll see. We're going to play either yeah, we're going to play Lethal Company, I think. Maybe a little bit of drawing before we start. I'm not sure what time we're going to be starting. But yeah, maybe a little bit of drawing before then. I also want to stream some more Elden Ring Night Rain. Doing some solo runs for it, I guess. But yeah, I guess we'll think about that next week. To kidnap someone and make them pose. Alright, guys. Thank y'all for watching, and then I guess catch you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.